Grantham College is looking for kitchen and restaurant talent. Catering and hospitality has it all. A working restaurant with lecturers aching to teach you the ins and outs of working in a real service position. Let us show you how. At Grantham College, your dream job is within your reach.
I'm Hospitality and Catering lecturer, and my job is mainly front of house. So I deal with level 1, 2 and 3 students, silver service, techniques and customer service. We teach front of house, the procedures to set up a restaurant, silver service style. We do an a la carte and table settings, which one's more formal than the other. We teach them how to communicate effectively with each other and with customers. And we teach, the main thing is about teamwork, because obviously, you know, the job that they're choosing to do requires that it can't be done unless there is teamwork there.
I do teach in both the kitchen and in the restaurant. Some of my colleagues are predominantly one or the other. So we do the theory side of things, which I shall deliver as well. And the practical side comes in two parts. There's the kitchen, where cooking skills are utilised, and the restaurant, where the customer care skills and service is used. The theory backs this up and underpins it all, so we have the three different areas. Now, seeing all three sides of that is great, because I get to see students' characteristics, because some will act differently in the restaurant, some will act differently in the kitchen, some will act differently in class situations. But I get to see all three of that, so I get to see sort of the whole person as such, which is quite nice to see.
Well, they're really helpful actually, like assignments and things, and like checking all of our work and stuff, and helping us like learn the skills in the kitchen and restaurant and things. That's probably what I like the most about it. But I've never really worked in like a kitchen or a restaurant before, so I think being in that environment and in that kitchen has just made me want to do it even more.
They pushed all the basics. They made us go back from the basics and then like just going over what we've already known, of like all the starts and like cutting, different cutting ways to cut, all the boards, health and safety checks. So we're getting all that redone again if we haven't got it already, because there's a few in the group that hasn't, but now they've got it. So it's just helped us a lot.
They teach us really well. They're like really confident, and you can get on with them really well. And they make you feel confident in your work, and they teach you really well, and you enjoy coming to college. Well, I enjoy coming into college, and I'm sure everyone else does.
Absolutely benefit everything that I do in my life, basically. Might sound a bit stupid, but well, at home I cook all my meals, maybe some for my family. But in the kitchen you get thrown in, like, it's basically like working life. You get thrown into a kitchen, expected to cook many like dishes and meals for paying customers. So it does help me with like life skills, like management, I suppose, because you've got to designate different tasks, but I suppose the lecturer does that, but once in a while you get a chance to do it. One of the things they teach you when you first come in is knife skills, because like you may think chopping an onion might be easy, but there's like different ways and different methods of chopping it. Like we get taught to like it's a brunoise of onion. Sorry, I had to throw that in. And the knife skills that you use is the claw method. Like we get taught to use the claw, where you put your knife against your finger and it stops, well, firstly cutting yourself, and it guides where you cut, like for a uniformed cut.
Well, I came from sixth form, so I came straight into catering, and it's like improved what I want to be when I'm older, because of I've wanted to become like a chef for the last 2 years or so, and now it's just pushed me more. I love in the kitchen, but then I'm alright with like the waitering as well, because I've been doing that for 3 years already, so it's just like adding on to what I've got. Setting my area up, getting it ready, and then just getting on the kit. That's probably the most bit of it. It's just prepping everything.
A bit shy, so that's what kind of scared me the most, but I think working with everyone is just...
It's giving you a bit more confidence.
Yeah, as talking to customers.
I wasn't really scared, I was just more excited, because it's something that I wanted to do from a young age, to be a chef. So it's taught me a lot of techniques and skills that I didn't have before I came on the course at level 1, and then as I progressed, the techniques have got more and more advanced, and the techniques that I learned at first have now seem easier.
By rotating the tasks that we give them, so that they're not doing the same thing all the time, although they do have to do repetitive stuff, we try not to do it so that they get bored with it, and giving them a bit of responsibility, I think, and turning it out, turning things around to them, and instead of us telling them why they're doing it, asking them, so they get the understanding of it better.
So I like the fact that we get different lecturers, so they have different ways of doing stuff, so all the time you get different techniques of doing stuff.
Expression I've used for years and years and years, if you can get to know students, you can often find there's a little hook, the one that actually you hook them and it turns them on and you get them engaged.
The chicken that we do here, we normally do it with a what's it called? There's a special sauce, I can't remember it, but it's chicken with like a cream sauce, and I just love it. I do it at home all the time. It's breaded chicken, and you fry it, herbs, seasoning, spices. I like putting spices and everything. Like we don't in college, but I get home, I just empty my spice rack on it. It tastes good.
I called it the light bulb moment. And what I mean by that, it's fantastic when you actually look at a student and you see from their body language, the look in their eyes, that they got it. That light bulb's gone bing! Whether it's in academic or whether it's in practical, it's a fantastic moment because they know they've done something, and that's great.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing chefing or catering in like the military, like the army or the navy. So
I'm planning on going after college, level 3, going into hotel industries, and then build my own business later on. I prefer doing starters and mains and desserts because it's more upbeat.
You've got to be on your toes because you know the dish is going out first, so you've got to be like the first ones ready.
Yeah.
Apart from just the basic qualification, which is fine because they're here for a qualification, but I'd love them to get an education. So it's not just what the other qual they walk away with, but the wider bit. The fact they walk away with maybe a bit more knowledge than they need to know. The fact that they've maybe gained in confidence in themselves, and they've learnt the fact that they can take on board loads and they can go further. That's what I love, because all we're doing is we're starting them off here. I want them to go out there in the big wide world and do the best they can for themselves.
I feel more confident knowing what I want to do in the future, because I want to be a cooking teacher, so I know I've got to do my 3 years here, and I'm looking forward to doing my 3 years.
I've learnt loads, and yeah, a lot of it's been fun.
They do have to be committed. They can't just, it's not a case of just coming in, writing a piece of paper, filling a portfolio out and that's it. There is work that has to go into it. So for them to want to choose the industry, then they have to be committed to all the classes and all the work that's given them, and enjoy it. Just really, it is fun. It is hard work, but it is fun. It is fun.
That if they're really interested in food and cooking, they should definitely do it, because it's a great experience and you learn a lot, and it's a basic skill as well, so if you don't carry it up in the job, it's good for just being at home and everything.
There are a lot of rewards, there are a lot of rewards, and you can earn a lot of money. So you don't have to go to uni to do it.
Is this you? Fancy working toward a career in catering and hospitality? Or maybe you would like to brush up on your kitchen skills? Grantham College's Hospitality and Catering is only a step away. Find out how you can join today and we'll see you there.